Welcome to another exciting episode of Musa and Show. Here is what we have today.
NgoLwesithathu lomhla ka-21 May 2025, uMinister of Finance Inokodongwana uzosethulela ibhajethi okuyibhajethi yesithathu kulo nyaka, budget 3.0. UPresident Cyril Ramaphosa-ke uhambile yena uye e-America la azohlangana khona noDonald Trump. UCIC bambuzile-ke mayelana nalolu daba naye waphawula, sanibona. Ngaphambi kasingene kwivideo namuhla ngoba video namuhla izobe ibheke lelo daba, ngifisa siqale la. Yabona izizwe ezinye zisazoqhubeka zisehlule ngoba thina abantu asizihluphi ngokufuna ulwazi. Okwesibili, asizihluphi nangokuzithuthukisa thina njengabantu. Uma ubheka le comment le, uZenzo Mshengo la ungibhalele kahle wathi ngibhemile mina. Abantu bahlupheka ngibatshela ngestats esinukayo. Kwicomment yakhe yesibili uthi webhatata Madumbe uyithatha yonke lento ye-stats yabantu abasebenzayo. Kunokuthi abuze ukuthi lama stats abuya noma ngichazile kwi-video ukuthi i-statistician general osebenza kwi-stats SA uyena ositshele ngama-stats, wasitshela ngabantu abasebenzayo nabangasebenzi. Kodwa nje ukubuza akuni. Manje ngifaka le comment ngoba ngifisa ukuthi ziyosihlula njalo izizwe ngoba asizihluphi ngokufuna ulwazi. Asizihluphi futhi nangokuzithuthukisa. Into esiyenzayo engcono siyenza kangcono ukulwa sodwa, sithukane sodwa. Ekugcineni kosuku ukuthukana kwethu akusizi umuntu, ukuthukana kwethu akulekeleli umuntu. Uma ungabheka izizwe zonke emakhulunywa nge-unemployment rate inkulu ngapha ngakithi, iyehlile kwezinye izizwe, isizwe simhlophe nesamaNdiya. Kodwa-ke into enkulu kithi ehamba phambili ukuthi asizihluphi ngokuzithuthukisa, sithuthukise ney'ndawo esihlala kuzo. Into esifuna ukuyenza kangcono nje ukugqoka sehlula abanye abantu, ukuchomela abanye abantu, ukuthukana kanje. Kanti uma sisenkundleni njengale, into ebalulekile asikhulisane, asithuthukisane, asibone ukuthi singalekelelana kanjani ukuze sikhule. Ngoba ungabheka la eSouth Africa, yithi nje kuphela isisezweni lethu kodwa siphila njengeyigqila. Ezweni lethu siphila njengabukufika. Uma amaNdiya ecabanga ukuthi konje ibhizinisi yabo kufuneka ikhulise kanjani, acabanga thina. Uma becabanga ukuthi funa bathola abantu abazobenzela, bacabanga thina. Asikafike esigabeni sokuthi sithi senza kanjani ukuthi thina sikhuphuke, sithuthuke njengezwe. Angeke sikwenze lokho sisagxekana sodwa. Angeke sikwenze lokho sisabukelana phansi. Angikhohlwe-ke lokho kodwa ngingene ngedaba lwevideo namuhla.
Let's hope this is third time lucky. We are at budget 3.0. We saw where we came from, where on the 19th of February, we would have had a 2% VAT increase. Then on the 12th of March, it would have been a 0.5% VAT increase now, and next year another 0.5. And the Democratic Alliance stood firm and said that we cannot tax the overburdened taxpayers of South Africa even more. And we need to have a different look at the budget. We need to look where we can cut costs, where we can improve our income by getting our revenue from SARS side better equipped. And that has happened. I can refer you to the Commissioner of SARS, Mr. Edward Kieswetter, who said that if SARS can get additional funding, they will be able to improve their capacity from 63% of collections to 67%, and that 4% will bring in another 60 billion rands into the fiscus every year. We have put cost saving measures on the table, and I think that is where we are now. We know and we believe that we will not have any VAT increase or any other unreasonable tax increases because the South African people just can't afford that. We believe that we must do a lot to improve infrastructure spending, and I think that is what we will see in this budget. If we spend money in the right places on building roads, on improving our ports and our rail infrastructure, on bringing better medical services to the people, improving hospitals, building schools, those are all places where we must spend our money, which will improve the lives of every South African. It will create jobs. And an economy that spends on infrastructure will definitely contribute to become a growing economy.
Ngobuzwa ke esho lo mlungu eDA ukuthi ngomhla ka19 February yahlehla ibudget ngoba iDA yanqaba ukuthi kube khona ibudget ezobe ithi akukhushulwe iVAT ngo2%. Siyayikhumbula sonke lo ndaba ukuthi yahlehla ngempela ngoba yayimile iDA ekuthenini ngeke lokhu kuletha umthwalo kubantu bakithi. Okuthe ngomhla ka12 kuMarch waphinde wabuya uMinister sekeza neproposal eyayisi ihlukile. Seyithi cha izokhuphuka ngo1% kodwa izobe ihlukaniswe kabili. Kuzobe ku0.5 kulonyaka kubo 0.5 kulonyaka ozayo. iDA yasinqaba lesinqumo kodwa yayisithi ingavota neANC isupport indaba yokukhushulwa kwa1% uma iANC ingavuma ukuthi akubuyekezwe indaba yeexpropriation bill. Siza kukhumbula ke lokukhulunyiwe ke ngakho kakhulu kodwa ke manje labo basho ukuthi cha njoba kuzokwethula ibudget yesithathu balindele ukuthi kube ibudget ezokhuluma ngendaba zoku investwa kakhulu ku-infrastructure ne-SARS inikeza amathuluzi afanele ukuze ukwazi ukuthi collect imali efuneka icollect ngobuningi. Leyo nto izolekelela ukuze umthwalo ungathweswa phezulu kwabantu. Nowe EFF ubebiziwe nayo ukuthi akaphawula ukuthi inaba yilindele. Ngitheke ngaphambi mangene ku CIC asiqale la bese sizongena ke ku CIC kodwa ke izinto lezi abazilindele bona njengamaqembu lawa amabili siyalazi ke iqhaza labo nasekulweni kwabo ukuthi baze baya ngisho ezinkantolo ukuthi bayolwisa le fiscal framework eyayine VAT. Usethembisile ku President Ramaphosa wathi ibudget ezamanje ayinayo iVAT. Usethembise kanjalo kodwa ke amandla alele lapha ya ku minister uGodongwana. Kodwa into ebhlungu futhi uGodongwana ayisho wathi ibudget akayinegotiate. Usho ukuthi i-standing committee le finance umihlulekile ukuyi-amend ibudget uma ngabe izobe inayo iVAT ngoba akavinjiwe phela ukuthi angayikhuphula. Akavinjiwe. Sizozwa ngaye uminister ngolesithathu asicaphune lo we-EFF emveni kwalapho bese siya ku CIC.
I don't know if it's going to be a case of third time lucky, or as they say in the Bible, when Jesus was with his disciples, that at the sound of the third roost, one is going to be betray him. We feel as the economic freedom, we think that as the economic freedom fighters, the third attempt at the budget will be a betrayal of the people of South Africa, as the government is afraid to act against its business by introducing means of augmenting the budget through the introduction of the wealth tax, increasing corporate tax. Instead, they are going to pursue an austerity budget. That will only lead to social debt because they will cut spending to essential services in public health, in security, that is policing, and education. So it will just be a disaster for the working class and the poor. We will not benefit anything from the upcoming budget that will be proposed in Parliament.
Njengobuzwa kokhulumela iEFF ethi bona njenge-EFF abalindele lutho kule budget. Uchazileke washo futhi nokuthi njengoba besaba ukufaka into njenge wealth tax nokukhuphula i-cooperative tax. So le budget ezothulwa la ngolwesithathu kuzobe kuyibudget nje engeke izilekelele kanti kufuneka ibudget ezolekelela ukuthi kwakhiwe izikole, improve indaba zamaclinic, kwakhiwa amaclinic, infrastructure yonke lento kodwa abalindele lutho. Kodwa nje abakulindele bayazi ukuthi kuzovela ibudget ezobe icindezela kakhulu labantu abasebenzayo nalaba abakuthiwa abahluphekile. Usho njalo kabe EFF ilokho okulindelwe iEFF kule budget ezobizo kwethulwa la.
The projected economic growth by National Treasury is not realistic. They have been unable to match what they project. The economy has been growing at less than 1% per year, so which is not assisting us in fighting the global challenges of inequality, unemployment, and poverty. The EFF did make proposals that we should, the EFF would make proposals that there should be a fiscal stimulus of 500 billion over a period of 3 years, additional to the 124 billion that was proposed into a growth package. For as long as there is no political willingness within the GNU to tackle structural issues that are affecting South Africa and to transform the economy and the way that we perceive, because now we are just tendering to neoliberal sentiment or to market sentiment, whereas ours is to focus on a developmental state that will focus on industrialization.
Ngoba umuzwa ubhuti le qhubeka esho ukuthi economic growth le khona la ekhulunywa amaqembu ku-GNU ayikho realistic, futhi ke ngingamfakazela ngoba wake wathi omunye analyst amaqembu ku-GNU awanayo plan nje ukuthi okay sifuna ukuthi sisebenze kanje si-achieve ukuthi siphume la senze ukuthi wonke la ku-GNU into ehamba phambili bangene lapha ngoba kukhona ikhundla. Okwesibili i-DA yangena ku-GNU ngoba wathi uJohn Steenhuisen bebengeke bavume ukuthi kube khona ugovernment oholwa i-EFF kanye ne-MK, osho ukuthi i-coalition eyayizoba khona phakathi kwe-EFF, i-ANC ne-MK yayingeke ilunge ngoba kuma-manifesto walama-political party amabili okuyi-MK ne-EFF babhala ukuthi bazo-nationalize i-Reserve Bank. Leyo nto into ongeke baze bayivumele ukuthi yenzeke. So uyabona-ke abantu abangene kanjalo, abangene ngoba bezovimba abanye, bafika lapha abasalithuthukisi izwe. Bafika lapha yabona manje into esiyenzeka ngokusho kukwalo bhuti lo we-economic freedom fighters, uma ngemlalela lokhu sekungephi isithombe, angisho ukuthi kuyiqiniso kodwa kungephi isithombe sithi kusho ukuthi i-DA uma ngabe iphikisa lezi zinto lezi zama ukuprove ipoint ukuthi yona ingcono kune-ANC, kodwa ayikwenzi lokho for ukuthi benefit abantu. Kodwa lokho ngikususela enkulumeni eshuwo ubhuti lo we-EFF kanti nento yasho John Steenhuisen ngoba since nje khona i-GNU abana plan ukuthi bazolithutha, abakaze nje bahlala bona ba-structure ukuthi sihamba kanjani ukusuka la siye phambili. Ibudget yokuqala yaphuma ngoFebruary yayidraftwe uminister we-ANC yedwa, bengabonisananga nama-parties wabo we-GNU. Lethiwa John Steenhuisen ayibakhumbuza njalo ethi ANC funeka ikhumbule ukuthi ayinayo i-majority. Mzukwane bakwazi ukuhlala etafuleni baba neplan badraft ukuthi okay inhloso yethu yile, sifuna ukuthi sithuthukise izwe lethu kanje, sizokwenza kanje ngokubambisana. Lapho kuyobonakala khona i-GNU khona eza nakho. Okwamanje nje angeke, kodwa lokho ngikususela ey'nkulumeni ey'shuwo ama-analyst nale nkulumo eshuwo elabe EFF asidluleke lapho seku-CIC.
Your leader obviously coming out to say that budget 3.0 at this point, it's looking like it's going very, very well. What's changed since your previous disagreements? And then
rolled through with what he thought is the best. We are now in a government of national unity where you've got to listen to your partners. You've got to see what the proposals are. And we believe that is what has changed. We believe that the minister, through all the hype that went on with budget 1.0 and 2.0 and the court case that the Democratic Alliance brought, where we got that court order to prevent VAT from increasing, the minister realized that for him to pass a budget that will be a step in the right direction, that will create economical growth or be a first step in that economical growth path, he needs to listen to his partners in the GNU, especially the Democratic Alliance as the ANC's biggest partner in this GNU. So I believe that has changed. From the Democratic Alliance's side, we have called for a comprehensive spending review.
Ngoba ngishile ekuqaleni bayambuza ukuthi yini eshintshile, unzuleke chaza. Shuthi uminister nje bese ka realizeile shuthi nabo ke ba contribute. Ngiyacabangela ukuthi ibudget ezothebula uminister iproposal okuyi budget 3.0 izobe representa i-GNU ngoba bazobe becontributile bafaka ama-proposal kwaboniswana. Uma uminister egcineni kosuke engawathathanga lama proposal ngenzeka siyibone lenkinga esiyibonile. Asazi ke sizozwa ngolesithathu. Ngicela ukungena ku-CIC.
We know that the Parliament will be tabling a budget speech very soon. What is your view on that, and also the issue, the visit of the President to United States of America? If you can just maybe put your view on those issues.
It was badly timed because budget is coming to Parliament for the third time, and the President is not there. Once budget comes for the third time, it means it's a crisis. You cannot leave your country in a crisis and go to America where you're going to be ill-treated. He's going to be ill-treated. He will not be given the necessary respect. And that's what Americans do. Madiba tried to convince them that there were no weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. And then the President Mbeki did the same, tried to convince them that there are no weapons of mass destruction. They still went on to destroy Iraq, even when there was no evidence. Till to date, they've not produced a single evidence that there was weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. So it's a waste of time. He's going to, if he wants them to start treating him differently and is going to beg them to attend the G20, he's going to have to compromise some of the fundamental policies of this country, which were not prepared. If he does that, he must not come back. He must stay there with those 49 Afrikaners already. He must also stay there because he can't compromise our sovereignty for political expediency. We've got positions on Palestine. We've got position on the embassy of Israel. We have a resolution of Parliament that said that embassy must leave South Africa. Its majority in Parliament took that decision. So you cannot go alone as an executive overrule the position of Parliament. If he does that, it will be illegal and we're going to fight it. There are no Afrikaners who have been killed here in South Africa. It's not true. And there are no 49 Afrikaners who left South Africa. You all know that. It's a fiction. It's drama. You know, America with drama is number one. That thing is Muvhango. I don't know what is Muvhango in Africa. It's just a drama. I believe they landed and then they waited for cameras, took them pictures. The next flight back to South Africa. If those people are farmers, it means there are 49 farms available. Why are we not expropriating them? Because they've abandoned them. But why is the media not telling us? Because they say these are farmers. Why is the media, through its own investigation, say to us, this picture you see is a farmer at this. They are not farmers. There is no one who left farming here in South Africa. I suspect that those whites were these ones who were looking after cars at the parking lot. They were attending to cars and they went to fetch them there. They can't live. They will never live the kind of life they live here in South Africa anywhere else. Even if you live here as a millionaire and you go to USA, your money gets reduced to nothing. So no American or Afrikaner will leave South Africa for America. It's not true. Our country, there's no killing of white people. We're not killing white people. We're demanding our land. We're saying, let's share this land. Let's all work the land. And if that is a crime, it's a crime we're prepared to commit. Because we can't, when we're asking for food, and say, no, you're committing crime by asking. We're having a robust debate on land in South Africa. And that must never be used to silence us by America.
Okay, thanks,
Thank
CIC.
Do you think I should dare dilute of these words? But without doing or saying anything, you know,
Yes.
every time our president goes to the West, we worry if he's not going to fetch new instructions, new tactics, and new orders of how to steal and siphon our minds, our wealth, and how to abuse our labor. So I wish one day he could come up with roses, you know, so that we can all be happy. Because he seems when he comes from there, he looks brighter than before. We also want to look bright and beautiful. Thank you.
Ngoba umzuleke u-CIC Commander in Chief for President we Economic Freedom Fighters echaza la ukuthi ukuhamba kukapresident ayezweni la ngeke ahlonishwe khona eshiya kune crisis ngoba ukuthi ibudget ingabibikho ithebula kwesithathu khombisa ukuthi kune crisis futhi uyaxwayisa ukuthi uma kungenzeka ukuhamba kwakhe bese kuphoqa ukuthi ukuze kube nobudlelano phakathi kwalamazwe amabili akacompromise lama policies lawa akawaphasisile okuyiwona susumsindo especially udaba expropriation act ifuneka ahlale nakanye nalama Afrikaners ayi49 ahambile elokho nje kusho uCIC okunye okuhamba phambili engikuzwile la uCIC uvezile ukuthi labantu laba akuthiwa abayi49 bahambile akubona ama farmers ngoba if bebengama farmers meaning eSouth Africa kunama farm alahliwe ayi49 wayanga expropriate ngempela uthi even media yikhavi lokho enoqinisile if bebengama farmers ngempela phela ama farmer produce imali bebengeke bawashiye befuna ukuhlala le ezama refugees bengeke kwenzeke nenkosi uDalindyebo naye inkosi yabathembu iphawulile naye kodwa ithe ayifuni ukuphawula kakhulu ngoba izokona lamagama amakhulu kangaka aseshiwo uCIC kodwa into emkhathazayo yena ukuthi upresident wethu mayihambile yale ubuya eseshintsha ulimi into yakhathaze ngathi ufisa nje upresident angathi ukubuya kwakhe ebese eseza neindlela zokuzama ukuthambisa ulimi noma ukuconvince athini ukuthi sibuka izinto ngenye indlela ilokho nje kushiwo inkosi yabathembu cha bengithi ngikulethelele le video ngikwazi ukuthi utheni uCIC iziphi izinto ezilindelwe iDA nezilindelwe iEFF njengoba kuzothebula ibudget ngomhla ka21 mina nawe sidibane kwivideo elandelayo ngiyacela ucommente ushare ulike ngiyafisa ukubona kwakho mayelana nalolu daba nje lonke ungasupporta ngokujoin membership yale channel qala ku40 ngenyanga kuyaphezulu ungasupporta futhi ngokudonate noma malini onayo ikhona iaccount ku comment ephiniwe ngale kwalokho mina nawe sidibane kwivideo elandelayo ngiyabonga